So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So an unusual review what I'm gonna do here today, since I'm just using a very good Huawei phone to do this review. So what a way to go out. This is probably officially and hopefully my last car review of the year. I'm very tired, but what a way to go out. What we have here is the Mitsubishi Motors Sport GLX manual. So I've always wanted to check out this manual variant of the Montero Sport lineup. Well, speaking of the Montero Sport lineup, I literally did everything already, from this GLX manual all the way up to the Rally Art. Check those out on my channel. FYI, I will not go fully in detail with this GLX manual, since recently I did a GLS automatic variant. It's basically more or less the same. You only get minus few goodies here only with this manual variant, but still, make no mistake, this GLX manual is surprisingly still very well equipped, which I will show you in a bit once we are done here in the exterior. So here up at front of this Montero Sport GLX, well, it's basically the same like with the rest of the Montero Sport lineup, apart from the Rally Art, minus all of the decals and the mud guards. Even to, when we go here to the side profile, these are no longer blacked out. These now are running on high terrain tires. Here on the side profile, exactly the same throughout the Montero Sport lineup. You get chrome all around the vehicle, even up to the side mirrors with your repeaters, and you get your usual side step over here with the unique design over there on the flaps. And go back here in front, you get halogens all around this vehicle. I mean, they're still pretty powerful. I'm pretty used with this type of setup with every Montero. Ground clearance is still the same at 220 millimeters. And buying this thing, well, it's like the rest of the Montero Sport lineup. Oh, FYI, that's another GLX manual trim. So that's why I'm not transferring from left to right with the other Montero, because again, it's exactly the same. So buying this is still the same 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine that produces 178 horsepower and 430 newton meters of torque. But unlike with the rest of the variants now, this one is mated to a 6-speed manual transmission. So here now at the rear of this Montero Sport GLX. Now this is what I said comparing with the rest of the models. Like with the GLS, which has shorter crying taillights now compared with the rest of the variants, even up to the Rally Art Black Series. And the halogen lights of this is still pretty good. But what I remember, if not mistaken only, this used to be half. I mean, I remember there were some Monteros that only had half crying taillights. Here's one in silver. And I just noticed right now, you don't get spoiler for this GLX trim whatsoever. It's only available with the GLS trim. And unlike with that one, well, I think even with the GLS trim, you only get a manual tailgate. Only the electronic tailgate is available with the Black Series and with the GT top of the line models. So let's close you down. So yeah, that's a quick summary here of this exterior with the GLX. Let's check out the interior. So here now in the interior of this Montero Sport GLX, here on the door card, pretty much the same. You have paddle lamps still below the door. That being the base model, now they'll get rid of this fabric part of the door card, but surprisingly not. And here, visually, overall in the interior, it looks exactly the same like with the, well, almost exactly the same like with the rest of the Montero Sport lineup. But surprisingly for this GLX manual, there's still a lot of features here. So here on the left side of the dashboard, yes, you have 3 blank buttons, but you have your parking sensor button and side mirror adjustments, along too with electronic folding. So I'm really surprised that this base model is still equipped with this feature. Even here, let's skip straight here to the steering wheel. It's still the same. It's chunky. The leather, so, but I mean, it's still nice to the touch. So you have your buttons here for your phone connectivity. And then you have adjustments for your cluster in the middle. And surprisingly, for a manual, you still have cruise control. Wow, this is almost, no, this is already a complete car for me. And you all know me by now, I am a manual transmission boy. And here in your cluster, you have an analog tachometer and speedometer and your usual TFT display right in the middle. And here, the biggest party piece with this GLX is your 6-speed manual transmission. Yeah, it's notchy, but it feels exactly like with my Mitsubishi Strada. I thought I will never say that again. Anyways, now an extra pedal now being the manual transmission. Okay, the clutch is kind of deep and the bite's pretty hard, but I'm used to that kind of nature already with Mitsubishi diesel engines with manual transmission, since again we owned we two Mitsubishi Stradas back in the day. You have your infotainment system, so this is exactly the same like with the current Stradas, not the Triton, but video of that coming soon. There's no Apple CarPlay nor Android Auto, but you have your mirror link. Okay, I will not judge that anymore since I've tried out mirror link in some other vehicles already. They tend to be, some tend to be bad, tend to be really good. So I'll judge that hopefully soon again. And further down, since being now the GLX base model, there's less functioning buttons now, but you still have your safety reminders, hazard button, rear air conditioning fan button, and a 12-volt socket, a USB port, and a cubby space down below. So surprisingly, as you can see there, you still have climate control functions all the way, well, I mean the second row, but you still have air conditioning vents right there, all the way to the third row, which still amazes me. And then further behind here, 2 cup holders, handbrake, and your center console box. Okay, remove this tray. Okay, that's much better. It's basically the same like with the rest of all the big Mitsubishi vehicles. Then glove box. Okay, pretty alright. And being the base model, the seats here, it's all fabric again. And you have the wavy pattern here again in the seats like with the GLS model. And above here, you have your halogen lights and your sunglasses holder. For a base model, open the vanity mirror. This is still equipped with a halogen light, surprisingly. And ready here. On extend, yeah, okay, that's it. So that's about here in front. Let's check out the second and third rows. So here now in the second row of this Montero Sport GLX, here in the door card, exactly the same like the ones in front. And again, you have the fabric soft touch for your elbows, which feels pretty comfortable still. And space here in the box, pretty good still. Like with all the Montero Sports I've tried out, feet room, knee room, and headroom, pretty okay for this class of PPV. And above here, surprisingly, right there, you have your air conditioning controls and 2 halogen lights. I was expecting, being the base model, they'll remove that feature. A grab handle, air conditioning vent, coat hangers too on either side. There's a central armrest with pop-out cup holders. I just saw a clip of the rally art yet again. That was freaking funny. Oh, there's the difference now. Nothing here in the middle now being the base model. Okay, that's the biggest difference so far I found with this manual transmission variant. My pockets behind both front seats right here. And then in the third row, space there pretty decent. So again, my case will still stand. It's perfect for kids and small adults like me. So as well, air conditioning again, vents here for the third row, and an extra seat belt here right above for in case you want to fit a third passenger right there in the middle, which again I mentioned in every video already with the Montero Sport. It's all possible to fit almost 8 people in here. So yeah, that's a quick walk around tour of this Montero Sport GLX. So if you want this format of POV style using a phone again, let me know in the comments down below. Kinda, be honest, kinda a bit easier now since everything's just handheld now on a phone. So I'm a bit stunned using this format again. So for the cost of all of this, so remember the near base model which I told you a few months ago, the GLS 4x2 automatic, that one costs 1,796,000 pesos. And for this GLX 6-speed manual variant, this one is 1,568,000 pesos. So like almost 200,000 pesos less than the GLS, the nearest variant, like again the GLS model. I would say this is still worth it. I mean, you got cruise control, electronic folding mirrors, manual transmission, and still an infotainment screen. And this one's my biggest surprise, not gonna lie. I thought they were gonna remove this feature, and I know some cars don't even have this feature if it's already the base model, but very good Mitsubishi retain this feature. Yeah, this is almost already a complete car for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it with this GLX. I think this is the pick for me in the range. Although if I had all the money, I would love a Black Series 4x2 or a GT 4x4 since we owned a 4x4 back in the day. But this is the only manual of the Montero Sport in the lineup. I'll happily take this. I mean, I don't use cruise control, but still good that this is still equipped. And having experience already with the manual transmission Mitsubishis, this is going to be a very good, fast, and a reliable vehicle. And two, I would like to thank everyone here at Mitsubishi Gateway Mega Mall, located here in the food court beside Toy Kingdom. And to Miss J and to Miss Rona for making this review possible. So, hope you guys like and subscribe. And I will see you next year with more car reviews and hopefully more Mitsubishis coming right up. And two, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bye-bye.